Hello everybody, I am the Solar Gamer, and welcome back to Colonial Nightmare in Civilization 5 as the Maya. Welcome back. So, in the last episode, we restored our happiness. We're now up to plus 9 happiness, which is pretty damn nice. Our gold is actually doing okay. We're up to positive 3, actually making something. Our great profit is 13 turns away. This is literally the make or break episode for religion. There are 2 religions left. And I want to be the last one, or the second to last one, at the very least. So, we'll see what happens there. We can actually come back with the Mayan warrior and upgrade him. Oh, no, it costs 80. Oh. That's a problem, because I don't want to upgrade you and then have nothing left for gold. Because we're building the barracks, which is going to take, -1 away from maintenance. And then the Atlas is another -1. The water mill is -2. Maybe we do go after the Colossus right now. 3 turns for another citizen. We'll work on another production tile. And then we're just going to charge the Colossus. Not only do we get a free cargo ship, which will give us more money, but we also gain a base of 5 gold per turn. And 1 culture. So, I mean, honestly, this is worth rushing. So we'll see what happens. So you can just sit there for a while. We are still exploring down here, trying to find the Kawaiskar tribe. I don't think there are any other city-states down in South America, although I could be wrong. I can't think of any. Because Brazil is a civilization. Argentina isn't covered. Chile. I think that's it. Buenos Aires is the last one. Yeah. I mean, there aren't too many city-states in the Americas in this game. They kind of left out a lot of things from the Americas in terms of, like, true start location. Which kind of stinks, to be honest. Alright, oh, the Mayan chieftain became the Mayan something. I totally missed that. I don't think we can check, can we? No. Dang it. I'm sorry, it's probably Mayan chiefdom or something like, or Mayan kingdom. I'm honestly not too sure, I missed it. Well, I didn't miss it, but I did skip it, which is kind of annoying. Alright, so we gained that tile. Awesome. 2 turns. We'll gain a citizen. We'll work on some production. We will rush this Colossus, if we can. Actually, we'll also gain an extra production from the deer in 4 turns, so we should have some decent production in the capital. I would also like to work on the pasture over here to work on some extra production. So, really, we're going to have quite a bit of production, kind of churning around over here for the Colossus. So the people that like to smile the most, Red Cloud of the Sioux, is actually generating 22 happiness, which is absolutely cheating. Well, no, not necessarily, because he has a lot of luxuries, I believe. Well, I think I saw that. Yeah, he has quite a lot of luxuries. So his city sprawl, even though it's only... Oh, now it's 6 cities. Okay, I thought it was only 4. So he grew 2 cities since the last episode. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Come on down. Oh, okay, don't go that way. We might have a problem. We might have a problem. Oh, come on, don't do this. Don't do this right now. Please. I'm going to move my Atlas back into Tikal, because I think it's going to be safer that way. I'm just hoping... Did the Aztecs already go? They did. Okay. Oh. This might get really bad really quick. I want to move my warrior up as well. Am I last? I am last now. That would be why. Go over there, please. You're coming up this way. As long as we can prevent them from taking Tikal and not pushing further, we have... we're going to be okay. Luckily... Oh, come on, really? Damn it. Luckily, we are very defensible. This mountain actually helps us quite a bit. It means that they can only really come at us from these 3 tiles. I mean, they can embark and land and stuff like that, but they're very vulnerable in the water, so it's going to be a little bit easier to kind of take them out. So Palenque has grown. We're going to grab this tile right there, working on the Colossus in 16 turns. After that, the barracks, the Atlas, and a swordsman. We absolutely need this to happen. You know what? I think I will risk it and upgrade my warrior, because we need extra defense. Please don't do this, Montezuma. Come on. Come on. Thank you. See the light. That is peace and prosperity for us all. Don't do this to me. I cannot afford war. Religion founded? No! Eastern Orthodoxy. There is one religion left and I have 10 turns. Oh, come on. This is ridiculous. Oh, man. We have 12 turns until we actually grab a golden age, which is pretty damn nice. I'm going to rush through. Just, come on, rush through. You're going to get hit, but, I mean, there's not much we can really do about that. Come on, 9 turns on this just lazy great prophet. Maybe I'm just very impatient, but this great prophet is... he's producing very slowly. I mean, granted, we only have 2 cities producing, 2 faith each, but... oh, every turn is going to be literally my heart stopping until we get to the city-state phase.
There is only one good, knowledge, and one evil, ignorance.
Alright, so we discovered philosophy, which gives us the temple, the national college, and the oracle, which I don't think we can build. It's going to be way too much production for us. Okay. Well, at this point in time, we could rush into theology. Now, remember, theology will give us the long count calendar, which is our unique ability. Which, if I do this... no, that didn't work. Okay, hang on. Okay, so the long count, after researching theology, receive a bonus great person at the end of every Maya long count calendar, which is every 394 years. Now, 394 years is kind of represented differently in this game, because that's not 394 turns. The game would be over before you get your first one, really. So, I don't know how many turns is going to be in between these, but I think there's a notification that tells us. So, honestly, even though we might suffer, well... construction would be good as well. So we can upgrade our Atlas. However, we don't have any money. We will get money with this Colossus if we build it. If not, then... yikes. We are going to be really far behind. Yeah, let's start theology now. It's going to be worth it for us in the long run. Alright, you're sitting in the city. Thank you. You're going to come up and upgrade on this tile. Alright, so we have extra production from the deer. Now we're going to go and work on the pasture, which should definitely increase our production even more. At that point, though, it's either the Colossus is close to being built, or it's already been built. So we'll see. I am kind of worried, though, because the Colossus can be built by anybody, and pretty much everybody has a coastal city. Surprisingly, the Aztecs don't. So the Aztecs are really screwed. They don't even have a second city. So they're going to be an easy kind of target for us. We just have to get past that first little military line that they have. After that, we should be okay. Okay, so you're done with that. Perfect. Why don't you work on the cattle, like I said. Then after that, work on the spices. Because we should be okay for our happiness for a little while. We're up to +8. So that should be okay. Religion enhanced. Okay. Alright. Oh, man. I hate when it gets this close. I really, really hate it. It is so, like, nerve-wracking. Because any one of these unknown players could just go, oops, religion. And that's the end of it. So. Craziness. Now, the sad part is that we're not guaranteed to get a great prophet in 6 turns. It's only a chance to spawn a great prophet after the 6 turn mark. So that alone has me even more scared. Now, are they trading 2 things to us? No, only 1 caravan is coming to us. It's giving us 1 gold and 1 science, which isn't much, but it is helping a little bit. Oh, okay, they have spearmen now. Did I know that? I have no idea. Oh, Reformation belief? In Eastern Orthodoxy, that was like the last one to form, and it already has a Reformation belief. So somebody finished piety. That's what that means. we gained this little tile. Awesome. Alright, work on the pasture, which is being 7 turns. So yeah, basically not enough to really control the outcome of the Colosseum, or the Colossus, sorry. But it'll still help with extra production. I mean, right now we're on 11.5 production, which is pretty damn nice, if you ask me. So 3 turns for another citizen in Tikal, which might stall out our growth there as well. I'm not... Oh, no! Damn it! Who did this? Judaism. I am very sad. At the expense of the Great Library, we failed to get a second city out in time to actually grab a great profit, and we were only 4 or 5 turns behind. That is how close the early game can be, and it's ridiculous at times. I am so mad. Well, not necessarily mad, but frustrated, because it's acceptable at this point in the game for everybody to have a religion. It's just, I'm just frustrated that we weren't able to, obviously. I mean, we have the culture pantheon for the jungle. And, we'll be able to kind of take use of another person's religion. Probably going to be the Incans. What exactly are we going to get from this? So, pagodas. Pagodas will give us 2 faith and 2 culture. Also 2 happiness. That's not that bad. Ideally, if I can take over Cusco, does that make me the founder of Buddhism? I mean, it wouldn't change the founder, like, kind of, what's it called, descriptor? But I might be able to get, you know, more things if I take it over. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But we'll explore that in time, I guess. It's not the end of the world, obviously. We haven't built the log count calendar yet. Then we'll find the end of the world. But, we'll see what happens. I mean, it's just... Oh, there we go, the Kaweshkar. So, I am Turwa Koyo, leader of these Kaweshkar people. I've seen the ways of your people, and I am frankly disappointed. What is with all of these, like, passive-aggressive intros? Like, they can't just say, "Hi, I am Montezuma, leader of the Aztecs. I welcome you to my court." They have to be very demeaning, and it's just rude. God. Alright, let's do this. Thank you, and goodbye. So you're way on down here in Jetarkte. And actually, I feel incredibly bad for you because you are locked behind mountains. That is an awful true start location. Wow. They only have 1 city because they're locked behind the... Wow, that is super rude. I'm sorry, you have absolutely every right to, you know, be disappointed in life. So your intro is totally okay. I accept it. I feel really bad for this guy now. That is a really bad true start location. Like, at any rate, I would sacrifice the absolute true start location for a little bit of gameplay balance. So maybe the person who created this mod reconsider maybe moving him over here. Because this is just dumb. Just really dumb. Anyway, so we met all of South America. Now we have to go up and meet the Iroquois, the... who else do I have? The Calusa, the Kilinago. Okay, perfect. You are still growing, luckily. However, we need to find some way of getting food, like, quicker than this. And I would like to buy this tile, but I would rather upgrade to a swordsman. Because I don't trust the Aztecs anymore. They have a spearman. It looks... Well, it's disciplined, which is... Yeah, no, I don't trust them. Alright, so you've grown, and you have grown. Where have you gone? Right there? Perfect. We're going to start getting some culture now, because we're going to start working on the jungle. And that'll be fantastic. So, we have 6 turns until we grab a golden age. We're still doing okay with happiness, okay with gold. 21 turns until we could choose a new social policy, and I don't know what I want. Piety is completely useless now. We could grab Honor. Honor would actually help us quite a bit. In fact, that's probably exactly where we're going to go. Okay. I would put you on Auto Explore, but I don't trust that right now. So how did you get your warrior over here then? I mean, you probably have optics by now, but why haven't you settled outward? That would be the first thing I would have done. I would have rushed for optics, and then rushed a settler out, because this is just ridiculous, as I keep saying. But I really do feel bad for him. You've got to be kidding me. Grab the jungle tiles, you absolute... Ah! Anyway, grab the swordsman, which is going to help us quite a bit. It has 14 strength, as opposed to the spearman's 11, I believe. Yep. So now we're actually a little bit stronger, I would hope. We're now up to 15,000 again, which is interesting. Hopefully that deters them a little bit. I will be building more swordsmen and more Atlatlas and all that stuff very, very shortly, but again, this will definitely help. And do you want to be friends? I think that would be fantastic, yes. Let us work together. So, as I mentioned before, the global relations mod that I added, you can now see what it's going to give us for information. So, politically, we're friends now with the Sioux. But you can also see that the Sioux has open borders with the Chinooks. City-states, we can't really see that. Economically, we can see that Montezuma is trading with us, and so on and so forth. So this is the kind of stuff that we'll see as time goes on. It's going to really help us out later on to see what relations people have. When we're deciding who to go to war with, we can see what it's going to affect, which is really, really nice. I would like to come up here. So we have 7 turns left on Theology, which means that we can grab the long count calendar and start that going. Also, there's a lot of stuff in here. Well, that we can't use, really. So what would happen? Can I build... Oh, no, it must be built in a holy city. I was going to say, can I build Borobudur and get 3 missionaries that do nothing? That'd be interesting, but no. This requires piety. So yeah, a lot of these... Now, this one's interesting. Could I build the Hagia Sophia? And if so, could I build a Great Prophet after that? Or could I get a free one? I mean, I don't want to risk that. Hey, look at a settler. Perfect. I don't want to risk that, obviously. That's wasted production. But is that possible? Could you screw up the game that way? In a good way. I don't know. That's interesting, though. The Aztec chiefdom is now called the Aztec Despotate. There's a lot of, like, dictatorial kind of governments going on around here, which is definitely how it was. It was led by a leader who oppressed, like, tribal vassal states, especially the Aztecs. The Aztecs were a collective of different tribes that were kind of all vassalized under the Aztecs. There was a lot of war over here. Same thing with the Incans, technically. Although I think the Aztecs were a little bit more brutal in their approach. With sacrifice and all that. It was very, very interesting over here. I'm not honestly sure about the Mayans. They were kind of brutal as well. But I don't know about, like, vying for power. I don't know if they were, like, the only kind of Mayan tribe. I'm not too familiar about the history there. Okay, so the scout. I mean, I guess we can just auto-explore at this point. I just don't want you to head out into the ocean, which I guarantee you're going to do. No, not yet. Well, we'll see. We'll kind of watch him. Okay, you're done with that. Perfect. Why don't you work on... You could work on a farm. Although I think I'd rather have you work on a mine. Just so we get that extra production. Because... I mean, it's going to help us, obviously. So, 2 turns left on the Colossus. Let's hope we get that. You know, we didn't get a religion, so let's hope we get the Colossus as reconciliation. Huh! My heart just fell so freaking far out of my chest. As I'm talking about the Colossus, it gets built. No. Hanging Gardens were built, which is totally fine. Not affected by that in the least. Okay, so we grew over there. Hopefully we grab the whales. I would like extra whales to trade. But, again, the prediction for growth, culture-wise, is just really bad. So that's probably not going to happen. Okay, work on this, please. 6 turns, we'll gain an extra production, which is kind of nice. It's not much, but it does add up over time. Again, we have 12.65 production now, so that has come up quite a bit. 2 turns left on the library here in Tikal, so we'll get some extra science. 1 turn on the Golden Age. Again, 1 turn on the Colossus. Things are really looking up for us in the Mayan Kingdom. Or Mayan Despotate. Whatever we... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Really. The one wonder in the game that is literally mine. And you take it. Whoever this is, I am conquering them. Because that annoys me more than not having a religion, I think.
Walk under his huge legs and peep about to find ourselves dishonorable graves.
Again, I'm sorry for the low volume on the talking here, the narration. I don't know what's causing it. I have voice volume turned up all the way. It's the highest audio slider. So I have no idea why this one talks so low. It's crazy. Anyway, we have the Colossus, which gives us an additional trade route slot and a cargo ship free in the city. We also have trade routes to other players. Trade routes other players make to a city with the Colossus will generate an extra 2 gold for the city owner. So the Aztec one will give us more gold. And... Where are we? And an additional 1 gold for the trade route. So city must be built on the coast. Yeah, that's fine. And a Golden Age. Look at that. So not only do we get more gold, but we're also in a Golden Age. Alright, we can only trade with, Panama City at this point. I am worried about that trireme, though. Well, about the barbarians, because technically... Wow, we can trade... Oh, we can go through Panama. That might... Well, that might be safer. And we'll get some science. We're already doing well with gold now, so that might be worth it. Like I said, I am worried about... let's grab a trireme. Because if a trireme spawns, a barbarian trireme spawn, that means that they have an encampment on the coast. Which, again, has me worried. We'll go 1 more turn. Just to finish up the library in Tikal. So now we progress into the future. We won't be doing that with a religion. But, I mean, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Alright, so we found Serra de Potosi, or Potosi, which is a natural wonder in South America that outputs 10 gold. That is pretty nice. And the Incans have not settled over here, which is just ridiculous, if you ask me. But okay, sure, why not? Alright, production in Tikal. We're going to work on... Actually, you know what? Well... No, we need, other stuff here. Why don't we work on the lighthouse, so that coast and ocean tiles are an additional 1 food, as well as... Well, we don't have any sea resources, I don't think. We do have the fish, but they're not getting it yet. So, lighthouse, that'll help quite a bit. And then after that, we'll come back to it. Probably walls. Walls would definitely be required at that point. Okay. But anyway, that is it for this episode. We really... We lost out on that religion. But we redeemed ourselves with the Colossus, so I am quite happy with that. Our economy is booming. Our happiness is fantastic. Our technology is 18 out of... Where are we? 16? We are 2 behind the main guy that we could see. 18% in the world, which is 7% behind. So we're okay. We are okay. So if we kind of base this off the last person has 13 technologies. Because he's in last place. So we're all kind of up there. Yeah, we'll catch up. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and definitely stay tuned for more.